Welcome back. Um, this isn't on a list, but I just thought of it after I made the other video and felt like I should share it. Um, I know people have already talked about how, tracking, uh, people made videos already about tracking, how websites tend to track people and follow and watch and mimic people. And man, it's so weird to me how with TikTok it feels in particular. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I'm I'm not on, and when I mean on, I mean I watch stuff. I'm really I made some videos on TikTok and then I dropped it, and I wouldn't be surprised if I just went through it someday and actually deleted the videos. But I this is the only one I'm like trying to focus on and grow. Um, but my for TikTok, because all of them like kind of track you, and you could see it in how like of the stuff you watch and how it kind of follows you with ads and whatnot. With For me, TikTok it's very in your face about it, because I just get stuff on YouTube of like, oh, you like artist stuff, you might like this. Oh, you made a video about this, you might like this. Stuff like that. And then, but then there's TikTok where I like give it permission to see my face once, and then I get multiple videos about like different traits about me that I didn't even think about, like, consciously to myself, that now I'm not self-conscious of, but it's more so the fact that I get perceived and I freak out, and so now I'm overanalyzing myself. It's not in a like, oh, I hate this part of my body, and that's what I meant earlier by not in a, yeah. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, because self self-conscious, there's like two terms to me, and one term is just, oh, now I'm aware of what I look like and I hate it, and another part of just, oh no, now I'm aware of what I look like and I didn't realize how I look like, and now I'm just panicking for no reason because I feel like I need to somehow control it, or now I'm like so aware of it that now I like can't properly process my surroundings. So now I'm panicking over that. Anyways, I've gotten videos when I first got on TikTok. It kept trying to recommend me ADHD videos. I am not diagnosed with ADHD, nor am I like too keen. I haven't done my research on it, so I'm not gonna like say, oh, I have ADHD, nor am I going to try to go to a doctor to ask if I have it, because I this was kind of the time era where TikTok was trying to like really push, I guess, awareness of disabilities, but then in turn, there's like a lot of cases of people explaining their lives, and their lives were very similar to them, but it didn't necessarily mean that that individual was saying the correct things. And it's such a tough situation, because of course they have ADHD, so of course they would know what ADHD is like, so they should be able to explain it. But then there's also cases where they're just explaining like interests that they have, but then like trying to explain it as though like this is all of this particular group does this. And I when it's not the case, where like we already have been having scientists trying to learn and document these disabilities better, and learning that a lot of people do, like, in the past have been undiagnosed and need to actually learn, like, get the help and learn more of like different traits in the different ages of different groups. I, I and I say it with full on confidence that I'm not even gonna try, because with ADHD, because I already know I'm neurodivergent, and I made a video about it before if I'm autistic. And when I got the TikTok and I was like, this, I keep watching the videos because I do want to understand other people's disabilities and try to better understand them and whatnot. But then they're like trying to make, the videos are constantly like, oh, you are like this because you're watching this video, and I'm like, no, I'm just trying to better understand you so I could try to be friendly, because I'm autistic and don't understand people, so I'm trying to better understand you in hopes that possibly if I run into a person with this disability, I could be friends and not be a jerk because they have their own issues, and yada yada, so on and so forth. But then later on I was like, okay, they this app literally thinks I have it. It keeps trying to tell me that I have it. So now I'm going to add in like my actual disability that I got when I was a baby to kind of like have a group in of my people. And then they're like, oh, you actually have autism and ADHD. And like I get all that category. And I'm like, oh, okay. And at first, I say that now, but at the time, I was like holding an imaginary gun going, take that back. Take that back. Take that back. But, of course, as like, the For You page changed because I changed the material that I was watching throughout the years, because I started this in 2019, and I'm not sure if it was actually, it might have actually been 2018, but like in December, because but it also could have been 2019 December, because it was on December. I had family members convince me to get this dang app, because I had like I had friends trying to convince me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I love that you love it, but I'm not interested in it. And then I had family pressure me, and I'm like, okay, fine, fine. So I could stay connected with you, because as extended family members I care about, I will download this app. And then I went down a rabbit hole, like everyone else that like finds a new app and just finds out that they enjoy it. But that was like the first thing that, like, that's like the beginning phases of stuff that it showed me. But then later on is like giving me videos about like details about my body, like how certain breast sizes like aren't just like that typical cartoon, both look exactly the same, and like showing like different key differences. And I later found out, as I'm looking at myself, that I have the very normal human body type of just body doesn't look like a cartoon character. And then I have I took off the glasses so you could see them better. Hooded eyes. I I think that's also like the time frame when I was trying to get into fashion, because I started getting into fashion because I was creating characters to try to create stories, and I realized how important fashion was through drawing characters. And I was like, oh crap, fashion actually very much describes what an individual is like. And so maybe I should try to learn more about fashion and try out different stuff myself, even though I've always been more of a comfort over looks person. And during this time frame, that's when they started showing me like hooded eyes and like how to work with hooded eyes. And I was staring at my phone like, excuse you, how do you know that I have hooded eyes? And like, just lot, like those are the two that I like remember off the top of my head. But I remember like scrolling through stuff and just seeing how it tracks me. I don't, maybe is tracked is the right word, but not the right word, but it's it's weird. I understand that this is literally just the world we live in and this is the new normal, but as a person that had kept trying to blend in and like become invisible because I feel like I just have to, like I feel like I have eyes on me. That might be an anxiety. It might be the fact that my autism just immediately automatically just naturally makes me stand out, that people gravitate to look at me because something weird is going on. Either way, I it just, as a person that's tries to blend in and become invisible, it's weird seeing every single online app just try to push you out to make you more visible, in the sense of they see you and are aware of you and are trying to track you. And so now I feel like I'm being more seen, and not in the way that like, oh, I feel validated, someone understands me, more so the case of like someone has their binoculars stalking me and like tracking me down and over like over analyzing me. Eh. uh, I'm sure this is like extremely relatable, so I'm not gonna push too hard on it. I just, something I noticed. If you like the video, please like it. If you like me talking, please subscribe, and I'll let you go. Bye!